prosperity keep us humble. May we guard the door of our lips. May we lightly...
Okay, guys. Actually, the announcements are going on right now, so hopefully that's not super distracting. Excuse me. But I wanted to... he's almost done. Hang on just a second.
Or if you are in Mrs. Vogel's house, you're going to meet in room 101 today. Thanks so much. Have a great day. Good luck on AP finals. Everyone that's taking APs.
Okay, so your AP exam is upcoming, and I wanted to do something I do every year, which is just going through the information. I've went through this information with you a couple times now, but one final kind of reminder I think is a good thing. Along with this information, which by the way I have posted here as well. We're going to go through it. This is on AP Central's website. You can find all of this. It doesn't require a lot of effort. But along with this, we're going to go through it. It'll be probably, hopefully less than 10 minutes. And then I'm going to have you guys take a little quiz. Easy points. You can look up all this information. I don't care. But take a little quiz about this information that we're going to cover, about when the test is, where the test is, why the test, or well, what the test is comprised of, what you can bring, all those things. So I'm going to do that, and like I said, you'll have a little quiz with it. Tomorrow, it'll be a similar format. I'll probably talk about some test prep kind of ideas, some things that I've learned over the years, some things that I want you to implement, hopefully for Thursday. And then I will probably give you a little bit of a test review that you guys can do. It'll be graded for completion, not for point, or not for correct, if the answers are correct or not. But just to kind of get you practicing a little bit. And then on Wednesday, it'll probably be something similar to that. We'll see. We'll see how much I want to get into it. Wednesday, I might just have you guys kind of chill. This is going to be due though. This first quiz is going to be due at midnight tonight. So you're going to have from when I post this, which will probably be sometime this morning, probably before 9 o'clock, to midnight tonight to complete this first day. Okay. I'm going to try to, like I said, do that. Be consistent with that. Have it out at about 9 to 10 every single day. Due by midnight. None of this is going to take a long period of time. Okay, I promise you that. I'm not asking for a lot. I'm just asking for you guys to kind of stay sharp with some of this, because I'll be honest with you, I don't expect to see most of you. If anybody wants to come in, though, you're absolutely welcome to do so. I highly encourage that you come in and talk to me about the test. But if not, it's okay. It's okay, but I want to make sure that we're not wasting this time. We're not completely disregarding it, because this is time that can be used to hopefully do well in the AP exam. By the way, if you are currently right now taking your AP chemistry exam, good luck to you. I know you're not going to see that or hear this till after, but good luck. I pray that you do really well. And I think we actually have another AP today. It might be Gov. Okay, but regardless, if you're taking an AP exam today, tomorrow, or the next day, or obviously mine, I pray that you do really well, and that you get the credit that you so rightly deserve. So let's talk a little bit about the AP Environmental Science. Obviously, it's going to be Thursday, May 9th. Okay, so that is this coming Thursday. It's just in a few days. It's going to be at 8 o'clock, so I would highly recommend that you're here by a minimum of 7:45. Okay? Now, where are you going? That's a big question. You're going to room 303. I believe it's Mr. Harmon's room. Correct me if I'm wrong. I don't bank on that, because I'm not exactly sure where his room is, but it is room 303. I can tell you that. Okay, so you're going there. I believe Mrs. DeCourcy is going to be proctoring the exam, so you should see her there. It is, as you guys are hopefully well aware, it is a test comprised of 2 sections. The first section is the multiple choice section. It is the 80 question section, so there's quite a few there, and you only have an hour and a half to do it. I want to say that's like a minute, essentially a minute each. It's like a minute or something. Hold on, let me do it real quick. We're going to do 90. Yeah, so you have 1.125, so 1 minute and I don't know, like 20 seconds to complete every single one of these. So don't linger. We'll talk more about kind of test practice and things that you should be aware of when it comes to how to take a standardized test in a little bit, or next time I should say. But today I want to focus more on just kind of what it is. Again, 80 questions, hour and a half. It's 60% of your exam. So 60% of your exam is multiple choice. The answer is staring right in front of you. It's right there. The set-based questions, you're going to have some that are on cumulative data, things that ask you to read a chart or a graph. You're going to have some that are on qualitative data or data presented as information, such as models, representations, or maps. You're going to have two sets of text-based sources. So this is when they give you a little bit of a text, little excerpt of an article, and they ask questions about that. And so, yeah, so they have kind of a variety of different questions. We went through different ones that were very similar to all of those, so just be aware of that. So the other section, section 2, is kind of the big bear of it. It's comprised of 3 questions. It is 1 hour and 10 minutes, and it's 40% of your exam. These are the free response questions. They're the ones that you actually have to write in essay format for. Guys, I highly recommend, as we talked about, and again, I'll mention this again tomorrow, organize it well. I wouldn't just write it as a strict like essay, like with no breaks or anything like that. I would try to make it as readable as possible. So if you have a question 1 and it's broken down into A, B, and C, I would do A. I would mark it as A, and then I'd write your answer. Be complete. Be thorough. More is usually better. I'm not saying rambles. Don't tell the person your favorite color, but by all means answer the question as completely as possible, and organize it in a way that is easy to read and easy to understand. Remember, these are people. These are adult human beings, AP teachers that are going to be grading this, and as a teacher myself, if I can't read it, or it's convoluted, or it's difficult to understand, they're about to read, they literally get locked into, this is no joke, they get locked into a room. They're not locked in, but they basically sit in a hotel room, and they are given a stack of these that they go through. Okay, and if you're number 45 out of 75 that they're on, they don't want to take the time after reading 45 of these. They don't want to take the time of trying to really parse what you're trying to say. You need to be clear, concise, and direct. You need to answer the question. You need to answer it completely and as fully as possible. But again, at the same time, you don't want to just kind of linger on something or just repeat yourself in a circle. They're not going to appreciate that. You want to use complete sentences. Okay, and again, I'm getting into my test prep stuff, which we'll talk more about tomorrow. But guys, just do your best, obviously, but make sure that you guys are going through this information. Last thing that the types of questions you're going to have for the 3 response. One is going to be to design an investigation or experiment. The other one is going to analyze an environmental problem and propose a solution. Excuse me. Usually this involves either a model or a visual representation of qualitative data, so you're going to be asked to read a chart as well. And then the third question is going to be, again, to analyze an environmental problem, propose a solution, doing calculations. So this one's going to be specific with the math. Speaking of math, you're going to be allowed a 4-function scientific or graphing calculator on both exam sections. So you can have any type of calculator. I was told this today, and I'll remind you guys of this tomorrow. If there is something kind of really pressing, if you're using a graphing calculator, most of them have the ability to code things in, and I don't think that there's any requirement for it to be cleared. So take that information and use it as you will. I'm not exactly sure about that, but I would honestly stick with probably just a 4-function or a scientific. And just use your own best judgment and have good integrity and do your absolute best. So listen, guys, I just wanted to go through this with you. Wanted to touch on it. Remember, room 303, going to be on May 9th, obviously, at 8 o'clock this Thursday, coming up soon. I kept it under 10 minutes for you guys. I hope you have a wonderful day, and if you are taking an AP exam, I hope that you did extraordinarily well.